And nothing really actiony has happened yet.
No.
Like nobody, like I figured this would be full of war and hatred and spite and like kill somebody. Come on, guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's a bit slow at the moment. I'm just
Yeah.
like, come on. I want the Borg to do something. I think it's all on the Borg, really.
Yeah, the Borg have got a.
Fleets. They've got a 100k fleet in Voth territory now.
Yeah, just chilling because they're taking out the remaining Voth planet and the Kazon.
They've got a 47k fleet in Krav, and then they've got so actually they've probably got what 200k.
Yeah.
Because they've got another, they've got around 200, just themselves. So that basically, because like I could have bus driver said, how do I do in Sheliak? They have about 400k. The Borg will be in trouble. But yeah, they've got to coordinate all their fleets into the same place at the same time to deal with the Borg. That's the thing. I think.
Lots of people are pointing out the truces that are still in force. So the Borg will have time.
In force. So maybe he's just biding his time. Can we see those from here? Can we see those from here? Diplomatic? Maybe? No.
No.
Which mode? No,
we just gotta kinda know. We just gotta know. I mean,
sorry, I said we should head out with Shaggo because he's all on his own.
Yeah.
All by himself.
I played that song by the way at the beginning of my stream, the Tenacious D one.
I didn't quit the band,
Last week,
I was legit.
Bane quit the band. And now we're back together again.
Bane quit the stream because his computer was broken. Bane had no choice. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, Boo says, as you step away to get a drink, everything will happen.
That should be a strategy that we try. Look, if one of us goes away, right, and then the action will start, but there's still another one of us here.
Right, I'm doing this. I'm going to be literally 15 seconds. Right, ready for this?
Run for it. You ready? I'm watching the Borg.
1, 2, 3, go!
Alright, here we go. We're watching. We'll see how long he is. Is it happening? Did anybody declare war? I'm not seeing it. No, I'm not seeing it.
I'm back!
The galaxy's over. It's gone.
Oh, no! Alright, end of stream then. So, guys, thanks for watching the stream.
15 seconds. It was too long. That's it. The war ended.
That's good.
Borg cubes jumped into every planet on the map.
I've got a 2-litre bottle of beautifully chilled sparkling water now.
I can never stand the taste of sparkling water.
That's the funny thing. I just can't stand the taste of normal water because there is no taste. It's just water. So I've got to have the fizz. I like the fizz.
Same. Actually, speaking of fizz, now it's my turn to run AFK. You ready? Because everything's going to happen. Hold on. I'm going to put it so I'm on the diplomatic map mode with the Borg selected. If they go to war with anybody, they'll see it.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to do the breath thing because then I'll just get out of breath and that's not good. All right. I'll be back. Okay. And I'm gone.
All right. He's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's all going to be... Oh, it looks like Van Dem is gone. The Borg have taken the population. So... there you go. They did succeed in that. Where will they head next is the question. Let's have a look. Back in Empire map mode. There's a Borg transport fleet here. There's not really much else happening with the Borg at the moment.
I'm back.
Yeah, it's sort of done. The Borg declared war. It's it's all going on now. That's everything you missed. No,
I decided to go with a hard soda.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Nothing has changed since you left. So I was thinking that, interestingly, we may have a very slow week this week. Because I'm thinking if there's lots of truces in place, he might.
That's okay because me and you, we got the duo back. We're good. We can make this interesting.
We can do stuff.
I just want to point out, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed it, but if you look over to the right of the Beta Quadrant, there's a Ferengi outpost there.
Yes, I did notice that. I was like, that must have been his plan all along.
Yeah, all along. All alone.
I noticed the Romulan corporate holdings exist as well. That happened to me as well in my playthrough of the Romulans.
Yeah, they rebelled last week. I believe that will be squished later on. Hopefully.
Sadly, I lost my playthrough of my Romulans because it updated and it ruined it. I was a bit sad.
Rest in pieces.
Rest in pieces. Because I was like, I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of lost it all. So I was just like, oh.
Chat here, chat. Listen. How about you guys throw questions at me and Bane? It could be related to anything you want. Remember, Bane is a big old fancy mod developer. Don't forget that.
Okay? I do. I make a mod.
You gotta ask him questions about that. Okay, go ahead.
I got a question on my stream. It says, "How goes the diet, Bane?" The diet goes well, Draconian. Thank you for asking. So I've lost something like 30 odd pounds.
Ooh,
so that's good. Yeah, so that's good. Thank you. I'm still working on it. I still swim. Still going swimming. So anyway, yeah, but ask me mod. You can ask me mod questions as well. We'll ask the devs if you got a question for New Horizons. But
yeah, get your questions.
I do make a little Star Trek mod of my own as well.
It's little. It's just a couple of subscribers. One.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Star Trek Armada 3. It's quite small. So yeah.
Here's an interesting question.
About that. Okay, go on.
Why can't we program better AIs?
In Stellaris or
that's the question. Why can't we program better AIs? That's it.
I think the thing is you're limited by, because what people don't realise is the AI is pretty much just a math engine, so it works out. It has to have these things called triggers, and so quite often AI will have like a certain trigger point, and it does it by ticks. So the AI actually counts seconds away or milliseconds away and goes, right, okay. And what it's always doing is it's comparing what the player has to what you have. So, for example, I can only talk of Sins because I don't know Stellaris, and I would imagine it'd be very similar. But the AI will go, right, okay, I've got 10 of this. I have been told by default that I must have 10 of this and 20 of this and 20 of this and 20 of this. So once it hits that tick where it's got 10 of them, it'll then build something else. And like for research, it will go, I need to get this ship unlocked. So to get that ship unlocked, I need to do this research, and that gives me that ship. So, and quite often what they'll do is they'll do a thing called tagging. So for ship unlocks, for example, you'll put a tag in there like carrier, and the AI is told you need to have this many ships with the word carrier in it. So, so one of the cheats we do in Armada, for example, is we put carrier on Defiance. So the Federation build lots of Defiance, even though it's not a carrier. But that's just to trick the AI into building them. So, the AI is very limited. Yeah, I think we're complex AIs is something that all game developers strive for, but I don't think we're quite there in terms of artificial intelligence. And a lot of in-game events are pre-mapped. So that's why first-person shooters are much easier to program in some respects, because it's all you're kind of forced down a linear path. Whereas in strategy, although there are some linear paths, generally the AI has to be a lot more reactive. So there you go. So strategy is more difficult AI-wise than say first-person shooter AI.
All right. So while you were talking about that, a whole host of questions came through on my chat. I don't know about yours.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start from the top, and I'm going to answer them as quick fire as I can. You ready?
Go.
All right. Okay. So does he know how to make superstructures that can be built like military stations, in that they do not have to be built around particular things? I don't know who you were aiming that at, Dr. Brackman, but I believe most of the players know how to do superstructures. I think so.
But in this mod, a lot of the superstructures are...
superstructures are not a thing in this one, really. Warfine says, would it be possible to fix the AI behaviors of Borg so they actually do something useful? That would be a question for Shaggo, and we'll definitely ask him that. If you ever find that the Borg are not behaving as they should, please submit a bug report onto the Star Trek New Horizons Discord, and they'll do their best to address it.
Thank you.
Okay. So the AI programming was for AI opponents. We'll get there eventually, Leveson, where AIs pose a real threat. But then we're bordering on artificial AIs. Captain Falberg says, would you guys ever be interested in modding shooters RPGs to create sort of a new Star Trek Elite Force?
Oh, it has been discussed before. But it's not.
I would be interested in doing that.
it's the models actually aren't that difficult to produce. Actually, funnily enough, it's not. It's more map design is the big thing with first-person shooters. It depends if you're talking a multiplayer mod, because multiplayer mods in some respects are easier. But if you're talking a single-player first-person shooter campaign, that is a lot of work and coding and making sure that things trigger properly. The best engine for it is Unreal, to be honest with you.
If you want to do the coding part of it, I don't mind, helping with like storyboards. I'm not very good at the whole coding bit. But...
Look, man, I've got 3 mods already to code.
I'm just saying, if you ever get to the point where you're done with those and you feel like doing something a little different, let me know.
If I could earn like financial reward for any of the mods I make, that would be nice. But since I do Star Trek and Star Wars,
well, then
I've got to do a job as well.
We just need to do Star Trekky Wars, is what we need to do.
Star Trekky Wars.
Wars. It's a little bit different.
I did a fake thing for that for April Fools. I did like a video combining Star Trek and Star Wars together.
Okay, next question.
I've got loads of questions as well. Do you want to alternate, or should we just
Go for yours. I got 3 so far, but you can get yours through, and then we'll
Conquer asks, what's your guys' opinion on Star Trek Discovery?
Oh, that's always a trick question, really, isn't it? I think we should save that one, actually.
We'll save that one. We'll save it. We'll come back to you, Conquer.
Yeah, we'll have to save that one.
Draconian asked me for STA3, would it be possible to have another version of the Galaxy with, you're on about the tri-nacelled Galaxy class with the gigantic spinal lance?
I like that.
The answer is no, Draconian, as we have said that many times, because it looks terrible. No, we just, it's too far past the timeline, it's in the future, so that's why it's not in. Hey! Your turn to ask a question, Kaido.
They say, is it possible to make permanent wormholes? We actually went over this a couple of sessions ago with Shaggo and Grinsel. It's just not a thing in the game yet. Possibly in the future. They have a mechanic for doing it, but it needs a little bit of help from the Stellaris developers.
And they did talk to Paradox about it. They mentioned that. Yes, they did. So... watch this space.
There you go. All right, your question.
People just asking. Let's not have too many Armada 3 questions because this is New Horizons, obviously. But will it be developed game Armada 3 similar to the Stellaris game? We can do that. We can get loads of YouTubers involved. In fact, me and Kaido spoke about that this evening with Futs You Up as well. So, and I'm sure Horaf would join as well, maybe.
Hello.
Someone said I saw a Mirror Sovereign. How do you build it? You can't. It's a game event. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there we go. Here we go. I pushed Gold to try and fight the Borg. He wouldn't. I had to wait for Parker to take him over and convince Harel, which was far easier. I think that's a statement rather than a question.
Yeah, more statement, less question. Yeah.
You got a question? I'll go to you again.
Yeah. So is this going to be the last week of this, or is this being discussed? Assuming we get proper battle between... Whoa, hold up a second. I just got a subscriberino. Thank you so much, 2 whole decades of being subscribing. Back to the question, though, before I lose track. Will we get a proper battle between Gamma and the Borg? Because that seems to be that all is left. I theorized that this might be the last session. However, it has been extremely slow. But we will see what the next hour and a half brings.
We know that certain players are out. So we know that the Cardassian Frigate Alliance are done, I believe. I don't think Harel's coming back either. So I know the Cardassian played this week by Kodiak, but I don't know if he'll be able to recover them at this point. We'll see. The Nyberrites are in, Dominion are in. I don't know. It really depends on the Borg. I think the Borg are it's funny, the pivotal factor is now the Borg in everything. In all of this, it's Shaggo really that the power rests upon.
Yeah.
And I think we'll see. I don't think it is going to be the last week this week.
I think this one won't, but the next one will. How about that? That's just my theory.
Zero Scale asks, is the mirror story in Stellaris difficult? I don't know. I haven't experienced the mirror event.
I played as the Terran Empire, and it gave me a run for my money at first, but then I got the hang of it. It's a very different start to playing the Federation in the regular universe. I just want to make sure, Arta, thank you for subscribing. I don't mean to glaze over you or anything. 2 whole months is being subscribed to me. Twitch is different from YouTube, by the way, for Bane's guys. I know you know, but just want to make sure. It's a big deal. It's a
keep,
big deal for me.
You have to keep following. Got to keep following. Keep that subscription going.
Yeah.
I also say that thank you to Frederick, who's just subscribed on YouTube as well. I think it was Frederick. I missed it because it kind of came up and then.
Thanks, Frederick.
So,
oh, by the way, my guys, if you haven't already hit up GB Games with a subscription, subscribing on the YouTubes right there, go over there and do it. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, guys. You gotta hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, subscribe. That would be thank you.
Yeah.
You know, we all make sci-fi.
They make a lot of amazing content. So there you go.
There you go. And if you want to find out more about Armada 3, that's the place to go.
Yeah, Armada 3, Sins of a Solar Empire mod, primo content.
And my God, actually, in fact, that's as you heard earlier on the stream. You know, both New Horizons and Armada 3 mentioned as the best Star Trek games in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can easily agree with that.
There have been some Star Trek games released, but the ones that are
We're
officially
paused, by
licensed,
the way, if you didn't know,
are not as good. And the guys, I've just put Kaido's Twitch link in the chat as well. So if you could do me a favor, pop over to Twitch and give him a follow, he would appreciate it. He does lots of good content, which he regularly puts up in our Shameless Plugs channel on,
yes, I do.
On Discord. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's shameless.
Yes.
It's not shameful, it's shameless. So
you know, it doesn't matter because I still feel always a bit ashamed, you know, to be like, hey
you
guys, how you doing?
That's not fine. I'm quite happy for that because we never. See, this is the thing. Me and Gull have never worried too much about other YouTubers. In fact, I was giving someone some help the other day on how to design artwork and stuff because while we're YouTubers and streamers, we're mod makers as well. So we've been on both sides. And I think that makes us quite unique.
There's a Teresa.
Hey guys.
Hi Teresa. What's going on?
So guys, just to let you know, we had a little game crash. Fut's game has crashed, and we tried to make a hot join. So that's why the game is stopped right now. It could be possible that we have to make a complete reload, but I'll let you know what's going on.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
We miss you, Teresa. We miss you.
We do. We miss you.
I miss you too, guys. But I have to clean a mess here.
Okay.
So yeah, but
all right,
I'm really excited what's going on because it looks like big things are going on. I'm just talking out of the box, so
big things are happening.
We hope so.
We hope so. We're getting a little bit like, is anyone going to do anything? Are they going to make any moves? Is there going to be a lawsuit? We like watching the pew pew.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll type you a date in Discord because I can't make it public because I don't know if one of the guys is watching.
Right.
This is. Oops. What?
There's a hot joining player. Dun, 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 dun. So there'll be something that's going to happen.
That is the best comment I've ever seen. You can tell the mirror universe is wrong because the Bajorans are useful.
So yeah, this what I've texted you in Discord. This is take a look on that.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that piece of information to heart right there. We'll be ready.
I'm also really excited what's going on there because big things are going on.
You're involved.
Hi, Nyberrite. How you doing?
I'm involved. I am involved.
Yeah.
So interesting. Right. Well, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.
We were just answering questions.
I'm going back to the channel, and it looks like Fuzzy is hot joining, so it looks like that we can start in a couple minutes.
Soon.
Lovely. Excellent.
Soon.
All right. See you soon, guys.
Bye.
See you then, Teresa. So Zero says, sorry to gush on about the mirror. Are there technologies, or is it just the factions having a different name trait in the mirror universe map? I think he means Kaido. So you're gonna have to answer that one because I don't know.
Repeat the question. You cut out right there at the beginning.
He said, sorry to gush on about the mirror universe, but are there actually any differences, or is it just the factions having a different name traits?
Factions are different, names are different. The galaxy map is actually flipped its mirror. They act differently. Like the Borg. The Borg is I believe it's different color to start with. It's orange, not green. It's ran by a queen instead of a king because it's opposite. Everything is opposite of what they are in the regular universe.
So it's very well put together.
Including events. Events are different as well. It's Mirror
So there you
Universe
go.
events.
Mirror Universe Event 0, so they're all different.
Yeah.
I've got another question. Do you think there could ever be a futuristic mod for World of Warships? It'd be lovely if that was possible, but since it's a massively online multiplayer game,
Yeah, it's kind of a little difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can mod it to change the skins draconian. If someone made skins for the ships, you can put skin mods on. That's allowed. So you could make it look futuristic if you really wanted.
Yeah, the Borg is
you
still
can change
fanatic
them,
militarists. Well, there's only so much you can change about the Borg in the Mirror Universe, Brackman.
Yeah. Conquer says Vardwar are purging everyone. Maybe. We'll see. Kind of like the Borg see the other races as inferior, as need to adapt. Maybe. I don't think they see them as that inferior. So if I were the Borg, I'd be hitting up the Vardwar very soon. What about you, Kaido? What do you think?
I think the Borg just needs to go absolutely apeshit on the galaxy because they can. Just I at this point, as the Borg, I would just be like, you know what? I'm gonna do as much damage as I possibly can. Why? Because they can't touch me.
Oh, looks like we've had the connection to Teresa was lost. How do you wish to proceed?
No. Full rehost. Yep.
Rehost. So we're gonna rehost.
There we go. Let's hit the old, this whole quit button.
The whole quit button.
One. The old quit. Darn it.
So these things happen though. It's part of any game.
Whoa. Hey, Levison, thank you for the donation of the whole $5. You're awesome. Oh, filling up that gas tank.
$5.
Ooh, so close.
$5 is awesome.
Thank you so much, Levison.
Right, guys. The whole game crashed, and we have to do a complete rejoin again.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And yeah, let you restart the game and join into the match again.
Okay, I'm gonna do a full restart of my entire game just to make sure.
Yeah, would be nice. Thank you.
Okay, full restart entire game. So guys, my screen will go black quickly, and then it will reappear with Stellaris again. That's just the way we roll.
Yep.
So.
Oh, and I finally got to show off. Yeah.
We are rehosting. The game is called COT.
COT. Okay, got it. Thank you, G-Man.
Yeah, Teresa was lost while the loading the game.
He just came down and told us it looks like we tried to do the hot join, but
while you're here, why
I'm here?
I do have a question.
Okay.
Slavko says, what is the 1 or 2 changes you want to make to this mod but are not able to do due to the technical limitations? So what would you like to do but you can't do because of the engine?
I really appreciate if we could have the cloak.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh yeah.
The cloak is what we want since start of Stellaris and start of New Horizons.
Yeah.
And we make a work around with it with the cloak design for the Klingons and Romulans and Worf, maybe some else. I'm not sure. But it's not. It looks like not Star Trek. It's a neat. It's the same in Armada 3 you used.
Yes. Yeah, we have to work around that. Yeah.
We have a really nice shader for a cloaking device for the ships, but we have no idea how we can handle it without the engine is supporting this.
Yeah, I actually have a question from my chat for you, Grinsel, that you can help answer. This is actually twofold, one for the Borg and one for the Dominion. Is there any way to improve the AI? They do really bad in single-player games.
AI coding is really ridiculous. We tried several times to improve their maneuvers, whatever they do. Basically, we use Stellaris Vanilla AI.
Yeah.
With a bit changes. just small changes. We heard that they working on the AI, and we just waiting for the Stellaris developers change, and maybe if it's not good enough or it's not tracky enough, we will try a change again.
I know they were trying to stop doom stacking.
Yeah, this was the idea behind the 50 ships per fleet is to prevent the doom stacking, but we cannot decide for a player who he will control over his fleets. Will he stack in separate fleets but in one system, or will he spread it out? It's a general problem of Stellaris, which we can't for sure prevent.
Yeah. It's actually, funny enough, it is exactly the same Sins. In Sins, people just build giant death balls, and no matter how you try and code it to try and make them not do that, they do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's the default thing, you know.
The main issue to doomstack, sorry, the main issue to doomstacking in Stellaris, instead of Sins of Solar, is in Sins of Solar you can build citadels. You can a defending position. In Stellaris you can't.
Yeah, you can't defend. Yeah.
You jump behind it and
oh, there we go. We're loading
ignore
again.
this one system and steamroll the.
Do you think, Grinzel, that the 1.9 update, because obviously they're looking at star bases, etc. Do you think that will make a big difference to it?
This 1.9. What I heard about 1.9 is the biggest change since start of Stellaris. Really, and lots of problems with tactics will have a change in this version. I have not a insight like a developer, but I hear it from some tweaks that they will bring a lot of change.
I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, it sounds. I have no really idea, but it sounds like a bit the concept of Sins of Solar.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it, and I have no doubt that you guys are gonna make a patch for this mod that makes so many things so much better, because you've done that so far. You've done an amazing job. So I'm talking up the mod at this point, but it's well deserved. Yeah, the 60k defense station this week. That, I'm not gonna lie, that made me a bit wet. I'm just saying.
This station change brings a lot of work, a whole workload to me personally, because nobody else of our team currently now makes the models, and I need to change every single station now.
Oh. Sorry, Grinsel, but we love you for it. We do.
We appreciate your hard work, man.
Hey, Grinsel, you wanna plug your Twitch channel? Give us your Twitch URL so we can tell people right now to go over there and hit that follow button.
Hey, this sounds nice, yeah.
Okay, you want to tell them what your URL is?
It's just Grinsel behind Twitch.
Twitch.tv/Grinsel, GRINSEL.
So guys, you want to see another great modder, and obviously a big part of the New Horizons team, go check out Grinsel's channel. Give it a follow.
Do it. Do it now.
I make sometimes I have no plan to stream, but sometimes I stream how I build ships or make something else for the mod. And the people like it to see.
Yeah, you should stream. You should stream you modeling or stuff like that.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
Yeah, nice to hear that. Oh, okay, it's going forward here.
Yeah, I'm only at 71% because I'm over here in the US of A, so I'll be the last one in.
Yeah, the stream the upload to over the ocean is slow.
Yep.
Slow.
Yep. So you guys all have to wait for me. How about that? Ha.
I'm already there. I'm just sitting there waiting.
You know what? Listen, we don't need your sass, okay?
All right, you chose to leave the great European nations. You know,
listen,
you wanted to
listen,
go be American.
listen.
Could have stayed in England, man. Just saying.
Maybe, but that's another point. Anyway,
but they got a better steak where you are. To be fair,
I think this episode will bring much fun for you.
Can you just declare war on the Vordor and the Dominion real quick?
Oh, I can for sure.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Thanks.
Oh no, I don't think I do that.
But fine.
He said he could, but he won't.
Declare war on the Nyberrites then.
We want to see more Sheliak war. That's what we want to see.
I guess you saw what has happened in the last 2 years.
Okay, I'm finally in.
You should look.
Oh, I was the last one in
the next few years.
We will. We sense that there may be some aggression happening.
Okay, now I will leave you.
All right, have fun. Thanks for chatting with us.
See you soon.
Say Grizzle.
Bye.
So stuff and fins, man. Stuff and fins.
So we've had 2 people tell us now that things are about to happen. Do you believe them?
That means, well, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, like we just continuously been lied to all the time. So
everyone tells us something's happening, and we sit here with our great cuteness.
Why are there Babylon 5 ships in the thumbnails of some Grinsel's videos? I don't know. You have to ask Grinsel, not me.
Well, Grinsel, I happen to know, actually likes Babylon 5. So
I mean, what's not to like?
Well, to be honest with you, do you know what? I had this big discussion.
Are you about to tell me that you don't like Babylon 5?
No, I love Babylon.
Okay, 5. I was about to freak out for a second.
I will go as far to say that Babylon 5, because it was running, if you remember, at the same time as Deep Space Nine, was actually the better of the 2 series. There you go. I'm going to be that bold and put that out there. They were both good series, but Babylon 5 was better. But the lead developer of Stellar Parallax, which is Master Max Hoff, he's never watched Babylon 5. And I'm sad about that.